Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Give me some of that dating foolishness.
Will do, sir.
Yeah, men suffer under patriarchy too. Maybe not as much as women, but they suffer too. And it's just, it's time for a matriarchy. That's what I think.
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Yesterday we made a video about women dumping their boyfriends after watching the Barbie movie, and we ran into this video and decided to highlight it separately because she says some interesting things that are essential for men to protect themselves, including her boyfriend. We begin with her speaking for almost 2 minutes. This information is important to understand the point we want to make with this video. Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do, because we men, ain't we? We men, ain't we?
I would like to say that I've seen a lot of people saying like their boyfriend doesn't want to go with them, or they had to force their boyfriend to go, or their boyfriend was critiquing it and blah 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 blah. But I don't understand why a woman would be with a man who wouldn't go to see the Barbie movie with them. I think I just live in a bubble, and my bubble is called Julio. I know that most people that listen to this podcast know who Julio is and know, I don't know, maybe you haven't met him in real life, but I feel like it comes across that he's just like a very pure human. Like he's actually like the best human in the fucking world, or not even, like he's the best human to ever exist in the whole universe, in all of time. So it just like confuses me sometimes.
Red flag alert.
Julio is in trouble. More about that later. Let's continue.
So it just like confuses me sometimes when girls will complain about these things about their men, when like I'm just like, what, like why is that attractive? Like why is it attractive to have a guy who's so fragile? It's not. And I think that if you have to force your man to go see Barbie with you, or if he like has some comment about how it's like not that great or whatever, like yeah, people can have their opinions, but this is mine. Okay, remember, not being that serious, so this is my opinion. Dump him, like take the trash out. I don't understand why you're calling him your boyfriend or husband or partner or whatever. Like he should just be dumped. Dump him. Like what? Like I would never be with someone like that, but that's just my personal preference.
Exactly. It's your personal preference. Men also have preferences. I personally prefer not to go see a Barbie movie, and I don't have pink in my wardrobe because I don't like to wear pink. But you're not gonna hear me say to the subscribers of this channel that they should dump their girlfriends if their girlfriends decide to go see the movie, or if their girlfriends ask them to go see the movie together, because context is everything. I know that if men spread this message on TikTok, we would all be labeled as misogynists. Women can have and freely express their preferences, and men cannot, without the possibility of being ridiculed, shamed, and or cancelled. When the red flag came up, I told you Julio was in trouble. He's the best thing since sliced bread right now, for a reason. Let's take it a step further.
That's why I have the best boyfriend in the world, because I know what I deserve. I know my worth. I deserve someone who's so secure in themselves and is a feminist, for one thing. I'm not. I would never call myself a feminist because I believe that women are greater than men. But he's a feminist, and I mean, I don't know, because I think he agrees that women are greater than men too.
Pure gold. The sense of superiority. Julio, you are in big trouble, my friend. Check this out.
And so yeah, thank you, Barbie, for empowering me, for giving me the confidence, for making me realize that I deserve better, that, you know, I'm amazing and I deserve better.
Listen to me closely, ladies. It is the year 2023. We are not settling for anything less than obsession. Are you listening to me? If this man is not obsessed with you, hit the road, Jack. If it's not a resounding yes, it's a resounding no. This man is quoting the f***ing Barbie movie on my thirst trap publicly, okay? He not only enjoyed the Barbie movie, he had genuine cinematic commentary. He booked me a massage because he's out of town and can't take me to dinner this week. The man buys me flowers on a bi-weekly basis for simply existing, simply existing, simply existing, simply existing.
Woo! Julio, you are in big trouble, my friend. Women think they are superior to men for merely existing. The sense of entitlement derives partly from this mindset. I haven't seen the Barbie movie, but I'm getting this idea that this Barbie movie reinforces this message that women are greater than men. If men don't agree with this feminist message, they should be dumped without question. Julio, conflict is inevitable in the relationship dynamic. Sunny days, everybody loves them. But tell me, can you stand the rain? When the storm comes, she will show you her true colors. When you lose your job, when she gets bored, when she starts earning more money than you, when the next Barbie foolishness comes out and you disagree to wear a pink dress to the theater. Protect yourself at all times, brother. Now let's get into why men are opting out and get their passports.
Last episode about how I was in Venice Beach shooting the swimwear brand and how awful it was for all the men like catcalling and interrupting and like all that stuff. Like it was just like one after another. Like we just couldn't get away from fucking men everywhere, like thinking that they have the right to take pictures of girls in bikinis or say something or hit on them or whatever, like, or just stare, literally just stare. Like that's happened at so many photo shoots of mine. Actually every single photo shoot of mine that I do in public with a woman, she could be covered from head to toe and a man will still just stand and stare creepily. But it's just funny, that scene when they're in Venice and Margot's like, I feel undertones of violence. It's like, yeah, so every fucking girl, that's it's just so funny that that's her first reaction, that's her first feeling in the real world, is undertones of violence from men. And I think that says a lot.
Undertones of violence from men. This system perpetuates this image of toxic masculinity, and it's affecting all men in a negative way, which is a double-edged sword because men, especially young men, are staying away from these women now. And it's these same women that are now complaining that men are lost. Men are not approaching them. Men are not going out anymore.
So I have a question for the men, and maybe y'all can help me with this. I really want to know. Do y'all not go out anymore? I really want to know. Like, do y'all just sit at home and swipe left and swipe right online? Because I go out to different events and I go to restaurants and to the beach and all kinds of stuff, right? I'm outside. It's always a bunch of women. It's never any men there. And I know we're all there for the same reason, right? We want to meet people, right? Socialize, exchange numbers, you know, whatever it is. We want to meet each other. But y'all ain't ever there. Where y'all be at? Where y'all be? Tell me. Tell me, please.
She's going out in public to meet men. The same public space where women complain about undertones of violence from men. If you're going to take pictures in a public space, of course people are going to watch. This happens to men too. People are curious. If you have a problem with people looking at you, you shouldn't be modeling. The moment a man does something inappropriate, you call the police. The authorities are always on the women's side anyway.
Yeah, men suffer under patriarchy too. Maybe not as much as women, but they suffer too. And it's just, it's time for a matriarchy. That's what I think.
I don't know where women get the idea that matriarchy is better than patriarchy, but I know where she gets this idea from.
I would never call myself a feminist because I believe that women are greater than men.
She believes that women are greater than men, and therefore she thinks a society led by women would function better and without people suffering, at least suffer less. Check this out.
Like when I was getting really overwhelmed, I was just thinking to myself, I mean, I still think to myself all the time, like, how do people have jobs? How do people have full-time jobs? How do people go into an office at like 7 or 8 and leave at like 5 or 6 every day? Every day. When I was working that finance temp job last year, I would get in at 7 and I would leave at 5, and there would be people, I mean, most people would be there before me and everyone would stay after me. Crazy to think about how you're just living your life in an office from 6 a.m. to like 7 p.m. every single day. I mean, they must be making like a lot of money, but like for what? What are you going to use the money on? A more comfortable chair to sit in at your desk? I don't understand. Why do people have jobs? I mean, obviously people need jobs because capitalism and because our society and stuff, but I just wish we didn't. I just wish we didn't have to work.
This is why women are breaking records, being burned out, depressed, and unhappy because of work. And they realize that the man always had to work to survive. How is this matriarchy supposed to function without people working? The women that are supposed to run this matriarchy have the most student loan debt, credit card debt, initiate 70 to 80% of divorces, which proves you can't commit to shit. Dumping your boyfriend because of a Barbie movie? The foolishness. This says a lot about the inability to think rationally, which is essential if you're gonna be in a position of power. But like I said, she thinks women are greater than men. So I think this matriarchy is gonna look like Barbie land.
All I'm saying is think about how your partner is reacting to this Barbie phenomenon right now. Yeah, Barbie was for girls, made for girls, and like all the pink and stuff, it seems like it's made for a woman, but it's actually made for everyone, because the overwhelming like theme of like the patriarchy is bad is that like it's bad for everyone. Yeah, I don't know. I guess if your man is just like really into patriarchy, dump him. I think that's what I'm saying.
Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.